What if the secret to a jaw-dropping, high-end autumn garden was hiding in plain sight for just a few dollars? Cazadoro. New Costco deals you need to hacks. DIY's Halloween rustic fall garden decor ideas.
Hey there, creative souls, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever strolled through one of those fancy home decor stores, fallen in love with some gorgeous rustic fall decoration, and then gasped when you saw the price tag? Yeah, me too. Well, today, we are flipping the script. We are diving headfirst into the ultimate guide for a complete outdoor living space transformation, creating breathtaking garden art using some brilliant hacks and, you guessed it, goodies from the Dollar Tree. Now, before we get lost in all this autumnal awesomeness, you'll want to stick around for the grand finale. Seriously, don't click away. At the very end of the video, I'm going to lay out everything you need, the complete shopping list of materials and products, the simple tools required, and a fantastic universal step-by-step guide to bring these sculptures to life. It's your complete roadmap to success. Alright, is your imagination warmed up? Because we are about to unleash over 300 potential combinations from the 20 core themes we're exploring today. Your backyard is about to become the most unique and enchanting spot on the block. So pour yourself a warm drink, get cozy, and let's kick off this incredible backyard makeover on a budget. One, Scarecrow Sentinels. The whimsical harvest guardian. First up, let's reinvent a classic. This isn't your grumpy bird-bothering scarecrow. Think of him as the garden's charming CEO of abundance. We're using a simple Dollar Tree flannel shirt, a classic straw hat, and some burlap to create this friendly face, complete with a sweet, stitched smile. Pop a little basket of faux gourds in his arms, and suddenly you have a symbol of warmth and a joyful harvest. He's the perfect DIY garden hack, a happy protector who celebrates our partnership with the good earth. The Sinister Field Watcher. Alright, now let's flip the coin for a little Halloween thrill. This version is his spooky cousin who listens to heavy metal. We're talking frayed, dark fabrics, a genuinely creepy burlap mask with mismatched button eyes, guaranteed to make the male carrier jump, and gnarled branches for arms. This fella taps into that delightful primal fear of what's rustling in the cornfield at dusk. He's a nod to old-world superstitions and represents the wild, untamed side of nature. It's one of those modern garden decor trends that is just so much fun to create. Two, Pumpkin Parade. Cascading gourd archway. Imagine welcoming guests to your garden through this magnificent archway. This is a serious showstopper, folks. By simply threading Dollar Tree foam pumpkins and beautiful autumn garlands onto a flexible frame, you create this incredible gateway. It's more than just decor. It symbolizes the passage into a new, abundant season. This is a prime example of garden landscaping on a budget that looks like it was professionally installed for hundreds of dollars. It's pure, rustic elegance. Enchanted pumpkin totems. Let's get vertical. This project is wonderfully easy and looks so impressive. You just stack various sized foam pumpkins on a central rod to build these amazing towering totems. You can paint them with rustic patterns or give them spooky faces, but the real magic happens when you insert a Dollar Tree solar stake. At night, they glow from within, like ancient mystical markers guiding the way. It's a fantastic vertical garden idea for urban homes and adds a touch of enchantment to any corner. Three, ghostly gathering. The spectral garden dancers. Okay, let's create some magic, shall we? Instead of spooky, scary ghosts, let's make a gathering of joyful spirits. You can create these stunning life-size spectral dancers using simple tomato cages as a base. Yes, really. And then drape them with some of that translucent cheesecloth from the dollar store. Arrange them in a circle on your lawn like they're in the middle of a silent, beautiful waltz under the moonlight. This idea is all about celebrating, not haunting. It's a beautiful way to honor the past and add some incredible garden lighting ideas for ambience when they catch the evening light. The whispering tree spirits. Now for something a little more subtle, but oh so creepy. These little whispering spirits are an absolute breeze to make. You just stiffen some cheesecloth over a balloon, let it dry, and then hang these hollow ghostly forms from your tree branches. They look like they're silently screaming or whispering secrets on the wind. It's a beautifully minimalist garden aesthetic that reminds us to listen to the quiet wisdom of nature. They are wonderfully eerie and incredibly effective. Four, witching hour. The Coven's Cauldron Circle. Double, double, toil and trouble. Let's set a scene. Grab a large plastic cauldron from Dollar Tree and make it the star of its own little show. Then, craft 3 witch hat silhouettes from black poster board and stake them around it, like a coven is about to begin a ritual. For the final touch, pop some green battery-operated lights inside the cauldron for that spooky glow. It's a perfect piece of DIY garden decor for small spaces that tells a whole magical story all on its own. The spellbound broomstick fence. How do you tell everyone that a magical person lives here? With a broomstick fence, of course. This is such a clever idea. You just take some of those cinnamon brooms from Dollar Tree, mix them with some gnarled branches, and tie them all together to create a rustic fence line. Add a few faux crows and tiny potion bottles for good measure. It's a brilliant use of recycled materials garden crafts to create a boundary between the everyday world and your own enchanted space. Five, Spider's Sanctum. The giant web weaver. If you want to go for that big wow factor, this is it. You can create a truly massive spider web in your yard using thick white yarn, stretching it from a tree all the way to the ground. Then you craft your own giant spider, and I mean giant, to sit in the center. It's a stunning tribute to nature's own patient artistry and looks like a budget outdoor decor idea that looks expensive, especially when it's covered in morning dew. It's a classic for a reason. The eerie egg sack lanterns. Ready for something that is equal parts creepy and cool? These glowing spider egg sacs are genius. You just wrap balloons in cheesecloth and fluffy batting, stick some tiny plastic spiders on them, and then pop some fairy lights inside before hanging them from a tree. They look so unsettlingly real. It's this fascinating look at the cycle of life, but in the spookiest way possible. A truly unique and memorable decoration that will have everyone talking. Six, bone-chilling boneyard. The skeletal gardener. Who says skeletons can't have a green thumb? This idea is for those of us who appreciate a little dark humor. Pose a full-size Dollar Tree skeleton in your garden, kneeling as if he's tending to your flowers with a rusty trowel. It's a hilarious memento mori, a little reminder of the cycles of life and death, even in the garden. It cheekily suggests that a gardener's work is never truly done, even in the afterlife, and it's a wonderfully unique take on sustainable gardening tips. The animal spirit graveyard. This one is surprisingly touching and adds a layer of beautiful storytelling to your yard. Use those little animal skeletons from Dollar Tree, the crows, the cats, to create a miniature pet cemetery, complete with tiny handmade tombstones. It's a sweet way to honor the memory of our furry and feathered friends and acknowledge the huge role they play in our lives. It speaks to that deep spiritual bond we share and adds a touch of poignant, heartfelt magic to your Halloween decor. Seven. Harvest Moon Magic. The Luminous Moon Gate. Prepare for pure magic. This project creates a luminous moon gate using a simple hula hoop as a base, which you then wrap in burlap and glowing orange fairy lights. It acts as this incredible mystical portal at the entrance of a garden path. In many cultures, these gates symbolize enlightenment and passage. This is the definition of a high-end garden DIY for less, transforming a simple corner of your yard into a truly celestial and meditative space. It's breathtaking. The man in the moon tree hanger. Sometimes the simplest ideas are the most profound. You can craft a large, beautiful crescent moon with a serene face out of simple foam board, then paint it with a rustic, cratered texture. Hang it from a big tree branch so it looks like it's watching over your garden at night. This is such a classic icon of wisdom and calm, a gentle guiding light in the dark. It's an easy project that connects your little patch of earth to the vast, cosmic beauty above. Eight. Crows and Ravens Roost. The Parliament of Crows. Let's get theatrical. Crows are incredibly intelligent, so why not stage a little scene? Grab a bunch of those faux crows from Dollar Tree and arrange them on a big rustic log as if they're in the middle of a very important meeting, a Parliament of Crows. It creates this sense of action and intelligence, and it's a really dynamic sculpture that adds a ton of personality. It's a fantastic element for a low-maintenance garden design because it brings life and mystery without any fuss. The Raven's Treasure Nest. We all know that ravens love shiny things, right? Let's build one its own treasure trove. Create a big messy nest out of twigs and dark fabric at the base of a tree. Then place a single majestic raven inside, guarding its collection of Dollar Tree jewels, old keys, and metallic painted rocks. This taps right into folklore, portraying the raven as a keeper of secrets and magical objects. It's a fun, story-driven piece that's full of intrigue. Enchanted Forest Fantasy. The Fairy House Village. Unleash your inner child with this one. It's so simple and so magical. Just take a few of those little wooden birdhouses from Dollar Tree and go to town, covering them with moss, bark, twigs, and acorn caps to create a charming little fairy village. Nestling these at the base of a tree or in a flower bed invites a sense of wonder into your garden. It's all about creating a tiny sanctuary, perfect for a pollinator-friendly garden design. The gnarly treant face. Want to make it look like your garden is truly alive? Create a wise, ancient face right on the trunk of one of your trees. You can use clay or even crumpled and painted aluminum foil to sculpt the features. The secret ingredient? A pair of glowing red LED eyes that will totally startle people at night. This project personifies the spirit of the forest, reminding us that nature is this incredible living entity. It's a powerful and unforgettable piece. Lanterns of the Lost Souls. The Guiding Light Pathway. This project is pure atmosphere. You can create these gorgeous rustic lanterns using glass jars from Dollar Tree, a little black spray paint, and some wire for hangers. Just place a battery-operated tea light inside to illuminate a spooky silhouette. Lining your garden path with these creates this incredible sense of guidance and hope. They are just absolutely beautiful and completely transform your yard with these amazing garden lighting ideas for ambience. The Weeping Willow of Lights. If you have a large tree, you have to try this. It is one of the most stunning visuals you can create. Imagine hanging dozens of these simple jar lanterns at different heights from the branches, creating a literal shower of gentle twinkling lights. It looks like captured starlight. It's a breathtaking and almost emotional display that symbolizes remembrance and creates a space for quiet, peaceful reflection in your own backyard. Autumn Leaf Alchemy. The spiraling leaf tornado. Let's capture the energy of the autumn wind. This is such a cool, dynamic sculpture. Using an inverted tomato cage as your frame, you can attach hundreds of faux autumn leaves to create this incredible swirling vortex, a tornado of leaves frozen in motion. It symbolizes the beautiful chaos of change and the powerful forces of nature. It's a totally unique and energetic piece that really embodies the spirit of fall and is one of my favorite modern garden decor trends. The rustic leaf man figure. Here's a beautiful, earthy take on the classic scarecrow. Instead of clothes, you build a human-shaped figure covered entirely in faux autumn leaves. He looks like an ancient nature spirit, the green man of autumn, getting ready for the winter. This sculpture is a profound symbol of the cycle of decay and rebirth, reminding us that there is so much beauty in the act of letting go. A truly soulful and eco-friendly garden project. GOURD GOBLINS. The GOURD Goblin Army. Let's get a little mischievous. This idea is just pure fun. Use all those weirdly shaped little gourds from Dollar Tree as the heads for a tiny army of goblin figures. Give them stick bodies, wrap them in scraps of burlap, and paint on some troublemaking little faces. Then you can stage them marching through a flower bed. It's a playful nod to the chaotic fairy tale energy of Halloween and the little sprites that are said to cause mischief. The Laughing Gourd Totem Pole. You cannot look at this project without smiling. It's impossible. Just stack and secure several different types of faux gourds on top of each other, and then give each one a big, expressive, laughing face. This joyful totem pole represents abundance and the pure happiness of a good harvest. It's a wonderfully cheerful piece of decor that reminds us to find humor and joy in every season, and it would look fantastic next to a DIY raised garden bed tutorial project. Haunted Farm Tools. The Phantom Pitchfork Gate. Time for some rustic, spooky vibes. Create a small gate or a fence panel using old garden tools, or you can find faux rusted plastic ones at Dollar Tree sometimes. Weave some creepy, thorny vines through the pitchforks and shovels. This installation just screams haunted farmhouse. It evokes the sense of history and the ghosts of harvests past, and it's an incredible example of how recycled materials garden crafts can tell such a vivid story. The floating rusty scythe. Okay, if you want maximum creep factor with minimum effort, this is your project. You create a lightweight fake scythe out of cardboard and a stick, paint it to look old and rusty, and then hang it from a high tree branch with clear fishing line. It looks like it's just floating there, ominously. It's a powerful symbol of the Grim Reaper and the final harvest, and it's a chillingly effective piece for a minimalist garden aesthetic. Corn husk creatures. The corn husk harvest angels. This is such an elegant and beautiful project. You can craft these serene angel-like figures using dried corn husks. The husks themselves create these gorgeous, flowing robes and wings, and the silky tassels make for perfect hair. Placing these in your garden gives this immediate sense of peace and protection. They symbolize the sacredness of the harvest and are a beautiful expression of gratitude for the earth's bounty. A true high-end garden DIY for less. The rustling corn stalk serpent. Let's make something truly epic. Weave and tie together long bundles of corn stalks and husks to create a massive serpent that winds its way through your entire garden bed. In many cultures, snakes represent rebirth and the life force of the earth. This is a powerful primal sculpture that embodies the raw energy of the soil itself. No one on your block will have anything even remotely like this. It is a true work of art. Bat Swarm Vortex. The Bat Cave entrance. This is all about creating a dynamic illusion of movement. Pick a dark spot in your yard, like a thick bush or a dark corner by your shed, and make it look like a bat cave. You attach dozens of those Dollar Tree plastic bats to wires of different lengths to create this incredible, swirling 3D vortex of bats flying out. It's a high-energy installation that symbolizes this sudden unleashing of nocturnal power and intuition. So cool. The Lunar Bat Silhouette. Here's a classic graphic image that is so easy to create but has huge impact. You craft a big glowing full moon out of foam board or wood, and then you simply arrange a flight of black bat silhouettes across its face. It's that perfect, iconic Halloween scene. It symbolizes all the magic and mystery of the night. It's one of those projects that looks incredibly professional and is the definition of a budget outdoor decor idea that looks expensive. Mystical Mushroom Circle. The Enchanted Fairy Ring. Let's build a portal to another world. In folklore, circles of mushrooms or fairy rings are said to be gateways to the land of the Fae. You can create your own by making oversized mushrooms from Dollar Tree bowls and tubes. Arrange them in a circle on your lawn and maybe hide a solar light underneath one. It's a project that sparks the imagination and symbolizes the magic of nature's hidden, interconnected networks. The spooky skullcap fungi. Now for a wonderfully macabre twist on the mushroom circle. Instead of colorful caps, we're using Dollar Tree plastic skulls. Yes! Mount the skulls on top of the mushroom stems and maybe add a little glow-in-the-dark paint. This brilliantly represents the cycle of life and death in the forest, where decay, the skull, gives rise to new life, the fungus. It's a delightfully creepy sculpture that's also secretly very deep, touching on those core sustainable gardening tips. "17. Owl, the silent observer. The pinecone parliament of owls. This is just absolutely adorable and so rustic. You can craft a whole family of little owls using pine cones for their bodies and buttons or felt from the dollar store for their big round eyes. Perch them all together on a mossy branch, and it looks like they're having a wise old meeting. Owls are timeless symbols of wisdom, and this little group just feels like they're watching over your garden, offering silent protection. The ghostly gourd owl. This project is hauntingly beautiful in its simplicity. Take a large whitewashed gourd and paint the stark minimalist features of a barn owl, just those huge black penetrating eyes. Mount it high up on a fence post or in a tree. This ghostly figure represents the owl as a mysterious guide, a silent watcher who bridges the world of the living and the world of spirits. It's subtle, sophisticated, and incredibly powerful. "18. The Rustic Ruins. The Forgotten Cemetery Arch. Want to add a sense of ancient history to your yard? Build your own Gothic ruins. You can construct a crumbling cemetery archway using foam blocks that you carve and paint to look like old weathered stone. Drape it with some faux moss and ivy, and it instantly feels like it's been there for centuries. It's a powerful symbol of time and memory, and it creates a dramatic outdoor living space transformation. The crumbling castle wall. Along the same lines, why not build a piece of a ruined castle wall? You can stack and glue foam blocks in a corner of your garden to create a low, crumbling wall with a Gothic-style window opening. This taps into all those fantasies of ancient kingdoms and forgotten lore. It's a beautiful reminder of how nature always reclaims what we build, and it's a fantastic garden landscaping on a budget idea that adds so much drama. 19. Vine and twig monstrosities. The thorny vine beast. Let's create a creature from the wild woods. This is a really creative, free-form project. You just weave together bundles of thorny branches, dark vines, and maybe some black foliage from Dollar Tree to create a large, abstract, beast-like creature. The finishing touch? Give it a pair of glowing red LED eyes. This sculpture represents the wild, untamed, and slightly dangerous side of nature, the raw energy that lies just beyond our manicured lawns. The twig-man effigy. Inspired by ancient folk traditions, this one is a truly epic build. You create a large human-shaped figure, an effigy, by binding thousands of small twigs together with twine. It's reminiscent of figures from harvest festivals, like the Wicker Man. It's a profound symbol of the harvest, sacrifice, and the idea that the old must be cleared away to make room for the new. It's a seriously thought-provoking and impressive piece of garden art. Cats of the shadows. The prowling fence-top felines. You can't have Halloween without a black cat, right? This is a super easy and effective way to add that spooky feline energy. Just cut some sleek black cat silhouettes out of foam board and give them glowing eyes using reflective tape. Then you mount them along the top of your fence as if they're silently stalking through the night. They are the perfect symbols of magic and mystery, and they add this wonderful, watchful presence to your yard's perimeter. The 9 Lives Cat Totem. Here's a really unique and artistic project. You create a totem pole dedicated to the mystical nature of cats. On a tall wooden post, you can either carve or paint 9 completely different cat faces, each with its own personality. One curious, one sleepy, one mischievous. It's a celebration of the resilience and the many lives of these magical creatures. It's a beautiful tribute that adds a ton of character to your garden. Wow, what a whirlwind of creativity. And there you have it, 40 incredible, distinct ideas to completely revolutionize your fall and Halloween decor. We've proven that you can achieve a truly luxurious, magical look without breaking the bank. Each of these sculptures is more than just a decoration. It's a story, a conversation piece, and a way to connect more deeply with the spirit of the season. Now, as promised, for the part you've all been waiting for. Let's get down to business and talk about exactly how you can create these garden ideas at home. Let's talk supplies. Materials and products. Alright, get your shopping list ready for your Dollar Tree run. The core of these eco-friendly garden projects will be things like foam pumpkins, plastic skulls, and maybe a few animal skeletons. You'll want to grab plenty of fabric like burlap and cheesecloth. Load up on faux autumn leaf garlands, moss, and floral wire. For structure, think wire wreath forms and bamboo stakes. And for the finishing touches, grab some acrylic craft paints, solar stake lights, and battery-operated fairy lights to make it all glow. Equipment and tools. And the best part? No fancy, expensive equipment needed here, folks. Your number one best friend for these DIY garden hacks will be a trusty hot glue gun with lots of extra glue sticks. Beyond that, you'll just need some basic household items, a good pair of scissors, a utility knife for any carving, some wire cutters, and a few paintbrushes. A handful of zip ties and some clear fishing line will also be your secret weapons for making the magic happen. Preparation steps. To build any of these amazing pieces, you'll follow 5 simple, universal steps. First, you create your foundation, a strong base using stakes or wire frames to make sure it's sturdy. Next, you assemble your main subject, attaching the pumpkins or skulls and creating the basic shape. Then comes the fun part, layering and texture. This is where you add burlap, leaves, and moss to hide your mechanics and make it look expensive. After that, it's time for painting and finishing, where you add color, create weathered effects, and seal it from the elements. And finally, the magic touch, illumination and placement. Add those solar lights and position your masterpiece to get the maximum wow effect in your garden. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and exploring all this autumn creativity today. If you love these budget-friendly, high-impact decor ideas and feel inspired, do me a huge favor and give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel more than you know. And I genuinely want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which theme was your absolute favorite. Which one are you going to build this weekend? And hey, if you want to be part of this amazing community, hit that subscribe button and ringing the bell so you never miss a new project. Your support truly means the world. Thanks again for watching, and happy creating.